13 psychological dating tips to seduce any woman you want, from a woman's perspective. Are you ready to rewrite your dating playbook? I'm about to reveal secrets that could change your love life forever. We're diving deep into the art of attracting younger women, the unspoken rules, the surprising strategies, and the game-changing mindset shifts that will make you irresistible. Think you've got it all figured out? Think again. This is information 98% of men will never know. Get ready to be shocked. Tip 1. Be the gentleman. Listen up. It's time to unleash your inner gentleman. We're not just talking about cheesy pickup lines or pulling out chairs, though a little chivalry never hurts. It's about oozing respect and making her feel like she's the only woman in the room. When you're with her, treat her like a queen. Hang on her every word, ask interesting questions, and remember the little things she tells you. It shows you're actually paying attention. Don't forget the power of a genuine compliment. Notice something specific she's wearing or something cool she did. These small gestures prove that you see her, you appreciate her, and she's important to you. Remember what the great philosophers said, like Marcus Aurelius: waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Be the guy who shows up, who cares, who listens. Trust me, that's attractive. Now let's talk strategy. Do you guys think it's more important to flaunt your experience and maturity or play up your youthful side? Tip 2. Embrace your experience, but keep it light. All right, gents? Round 2 of dating advice. You've got experience. That's your superpower. The trick is knowing how to wield it. Don't bore her with a laundry list of your accomplishments. Nobody wants a date that feels like a job interview. Instead, turn those experiences into engaging stories. Think captivating anecdotes, not a resume recitation. Humor is your secret weapon here. Ladies love a guy who can laugh at himself and keep things light. So, you've traveled the world. Great, tell her about the time you accidentally ordered a plate of snails thinking it was something else. See? Instant connection. Be yourself. Be confident, but don't make it a competition. Your experiences should add to the conversation, not dominate it. Remember, it's a two-way street. Sharing stories with humility and respect shows her you value her perspective too. If you make her feel uncomfortable or less than, it's game over. So keep it light, keep it fun, and let your personality shine. This is how you make a date memorable, fellas. Tip 3. Be present, not just accounted for. Fellas, next up, the power of presence. Imagine you're on a date and she's glued to her phone. Not a great feeling, right? So don't be that guy. Being present isn't just about physically showing up, it's about being mentally and emotionally there too. First things first, ditch the phone, seriously. Put it away. Nothing kills a vibe faster than constantly checking your notifications. Your attention is valuable and she deserves it. Think of it as the ultimate compliment. So, how do you actually be present? Focus on her. Make eye contact, listen when she speaks, and react to what she's saying. If she's telling you about a food festival she went to, don't just nod politely. Ask her about the weirdest thing she ate or the craziest vendor she saw. Show her you're interested in her experiences. Why is this so important? It builds a connection, creates intimacy, and shows respect, all things women crave. Especially when there's an age gap, being present reassures her that you're truly interested in her, not just something to pass the time. So ditch the distractions, be in the moment, and watch the sparks fly. Before we move on, here's a crazy stat. 98% of you watching haven't left a comment or hit that like button. If you found this helpful, drop a comment saying useful and smash that like button to show some love. We appreciate you guys. Tip 4, don't hold back on compliments. Gentlemen, let's talk about compliments. Everyone loves a good compliment, right? They're like little gifts that show you're paying attention and you appreciate her. So, if she's looking stunning on your date, tell her, you look absolutely radiant in that dress. It's not just about her looks, it's about making her feel seen and appreciated. The key here is sincerity and specifics. You're beautiful is nice, but your smile lights up the room, or I love how passionate you are about your hobbies shows you're actually listening and you value what makes her unique. Now don't go overboard. You don't want to sound like a cheesy used car salesman. Sprinkle them naturally throughout the conversation. Think of them as the perfect seasoning to a delicious meal. A genuine compliment can also be a game changer when it comes to age gap relationships. It shows her you're interested in her, not just her age. This builds connection and helps shut down any insecurities she might have. Remember, a heartfelt compliment goes a long way. Notice her laugh, her intelligence, her effort, and tell her. It makes her feel cherished and appreciated, which makes her even more drawn to you. Want more compliment inspiration? Check out our video 10 compliments younger women secretly love. Tip 5, pay attention to your appearance. And let's talk about the importance of looking good. You don't need to be a movie star, but putting effort into your appearance shows respect for yourself and your date. In an age gap relationship, this is even more important. It tells her you still got it. Start with the basics. Good grooming is key. Regular haircuts, a clean shave or a well-maintained beard, and trimmed nails are a must. These details show you care about yourself and the impression you make. Next up, your wardrobe. Dress for the occasion, coffee date. A nice shirt and well-fitting jeans will do the trick. Fancy dinner. Step it up with a blazer or stylish sweater. Find a timeless style that reflects your personality, nothing too trendy or dated. Imagine strolling into a restaurant looking sharp and confident. You'll feel great and she'll be proud to be on your arm. Don't forget about posture. Stand tall, walk with confidence. It makes you look younger, more energetic and more attractive. And the finishing touches? A stylish watch, a great pair of shoes, a subtle cologne. These details can elevate your look and leave a lasting impression. Taking care of your physical health is important too. Regular exercise and a healthy diet will make you look and feel your best. Confidence is key, gentlemen. Tip 6. Show your thoughtful side. Okay, gentlemen, the next secret weapon in your dating arsenal, thoughtfulness. It's the little things that make a big difference, especially when dating a younger woman. It shows you're paying attention, you care, and you're invested. Think about it. She mentions her favorite candy from childhood. You surprise her with it on your next date. Bam! Instant brownie points. It's not about the candy itself, it's the gesture. Picture her reaction when you say, I brought this because you once mentioned loving it as a child. Everyone needs a sugar rush on a Tuesday, right? It's about showing you remember and care about what makes her happy. Thoughtfulness isn't just about gifts, though. Send her a funny meme that reminds you of an inside joke. It keeps you connected and shows you're thinking of her. Or if she's having a rough day, offer a listening ear or suggest a relaxing activity she enjoys. Be her rock. Show her you're there for her. Let's say she loves nature. Surprise her with a picnic in her favorite park. It's thoughtful gestures like these that build a strong connection and address any insecurities about the age gap. Remember what Marcus Aurelius said. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Being thoughtful not only makes her happy but strengthens your bond. It shows the quality of your character and your intentions. Tip 7. Embrace the connection, not the age gap. All right, fellas, last tip. Stop obsessing over the age difference. Seriously, constantly bringing it up makes it a bigger deal than it needs to be. Instead of focusing on the number of years, focus on what brought you together in the first place. Is it her amazing laugh? Your shared love for jazz music? Those connections are what truly matter. Imagine a guy constantly joking about his age. It can come off as insecure, not funny. Own your experience, your wisdom. That's attractive. Women love a man who's confident and comfortable in his own skin. The beauty of an age gap relationship is the different perspectives you both bring. Maybe she introduces you to new music and you share stories from your life experiences. It's a win-win. Of course, it's important to talk about any real concerns the age gap might present for your future, but once you've talked it through, let it go. Don't let it overshadow your dates. Focus on creating memories, exploring shared interests, and building a genuine connection. At the end of the day, a relationship is about finding someone who complements you. It's about shared laughter, shared passions, and mutual respect. Embrace those qualities, not the age difference, and watch your relationship thrive. Tip 8. Don't try to impress her with money. Gentlemen, let's talk about a common mistake. Trying to buy affection. Flashing your cash might seem like a shortcut to a younger woman's heart, but trust me, it's a dead end. While financial stability is a plus, nobody wants to feel like they're being bought. Imagine this, you take her to a fancy restaurant, order the priciest wine, and brag about your latest business deal. Sure, it might impress her initially, but she'll quickly see through the charade. She'll wonder if you value her for who she is or just what you can buy her. Instead of showing off your wallet, show off your personality. Talk about your passions, your values, what makes you tick. Are you passionate about a charity, a unique hobby? These things are way more interesting than your bank balance. Remember, it's the thought that counts. She mentioned a book she loves. Read it yourself and discuss it with her on your next date. That shows you're listening and genuinely interested, not just trying to impress her with expensive gifts. Trying too hard to impress with money can actually backfire. It makes you look insecure and raises red flags about your motives. Authenticity is key, guys. Be yourself, be confident, and focus on building a genuine connection based on shared values, not dollar signs. That's the foundation of a lasting relationship. Tip 9. Make use of humor. Gentlemen, humor is your secret weapon. It's the bridge that connects generations, the spark that ignites attraction. But like a fine wine, it must be handled with care. You don't have to be a comedian to make her laugh. Natural, spontaneous humor is often the best. Let's say she mentions her love for funny pet videos. You could say, well, I have a dog who thinks he's a cat. Maybe they should start a club, see? Light, playful, and engaging. Humor also shows confidence. Mispronounced a fancy dish name at a restaurant. Laugh it off. Looks like I'm going to need subtitles for this menu. It shows you're not afraid to poke fun at yourself. Think of the age gap as comedic gold. She jokes about your classic rock obsession. Fire back with, hey, at least I'm teaching you about the real legends. Playful banter keeps things interesting and turns the age difference into a shared joke. But remember, fellas, read the room. Not every joke will be a winner, and that's fine. Avoid anything offensive or demeaning. The goal is to make her laugh and feel comfortable, not to make her cringe. Tip 10. Mix adventure and mystery. Gentlemen, let's talk about adventure and mystery, the spices that make a relationship exciting. You don't need to be Indiana Jones, but ditch the predictable dinner and a movie routine. Think outside the box. Cooking class, where you both butcher a soufflé, quirky museum filled with bizarre exhibits. The goal is to have fun, try new things, and create memories. Let's say she's into art. A pottery class could be a fun hands-on experience. Adventure can also be about exploring new places. Take her to a hidden gem in your city, a secret jazz club, a scenic hiking trail. Getting lost together while searching for that off-the-beaten-path cafe? Those unexpected detours are often the most memorable parts of the date. Now, for the mystery, don't reveal everything about yourself at once. Hold back some details, create a sense of intrigue. Think of it like a good movie. You want her wanting more. It's not about being secretive, it's about building anticipation. Challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone and invite her along for the ride. These shared adventures show her you're exciting, multifaceted, and someone she wants to get to know better. The thrill of a new relationship is in the discoveries you make along the way. Embrace the unknown. Enjoy the journey and watch your connection deepen. Tip 11. Share a passion or skill. Gentlemen, passion is powerful. Sharing what you love isn't just about talking, it's about letting her see your soul. Imagine talking about your photography hobby. You describe waiting hours for the perfect sunrise shot, only to have a squirrel photobomb you at the last second. It's not just about the photo, it's about sharing your patience, your humor, the little moments that make you, you. Passion is what lights you up. Love to cook? Don't just talk about it. Invite her over and cook for her. Share the joy you find in creating something delicious. Let her experience your passion firsthand. Incorporate your passions into your dates. Love music? Play her a favorite song. Hiking enthusiast? Take her on your favorite trail. These shared experiences are way more memorable than a typical dinner date. Don't forget to encourage her to share her passions too. Ask questions, be genuinely interested, and be open to exploring her interests together. She enjoys painting? Suggest a fun painting date. It's not about being Picasso, it's about sharing the experience and having fun. Sharing your passions creates a deeper connection. It makes your dates more meaningful, strengthens your bond, and turns ordinary moments into cherished memories. Tip 12. Avoid unnecessary physical contact. Gentlemen, let's talk about physical touch. It's a powerful thing, but it's important to approach it with respect, especially in the early stages of dating. Coming on too strong can backfire big time. Imagine this, you're having a great conversation, but you're constantly touching her arm or shoulder. Even if your intentions are good, it can make her uncomfortable if she's not ready for that level of physical intimacy. Think of it like this. You wouldn't launch into deeply personal topics right off the bat, would you? It's the same with physical touch. Build a connection first and let her set the pace. If she initiates touch, that's a green light. But if she seems hesitant or pulls away, respect her boundaries. Subtlety and respect are key. Instead of getting all handsy too soon, focus on building a connection through conversation and shared experiences. Show genuine interest in what she has to say. Let the physical intimacy develop naturally. Put yourself in her shoes. How would you feel if someone you barely knew invaded your personal space? Comfort and consent are paramount. If she feels safe and comfortable with you, she'll be much more receptive to physical touch as your relationship grows. Golden tip, just be yourself. Gentlemen, the ultimate dating advice, be yourself. All these tips we've covered, being a gentleman, embracing your experience, being thoughtful, they're useless if you're not genuine. Trying to be someone you're not is like wearing a mask. It might work for a while, but eventually it'll slip and nobody likes a fake. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who seemed phony? It's usually pretty obvious, right? They try too hard, tell tall tales, and it just feels off. Women can spot a fake a mile away. Trying to be someone you're not creates distrust and kills the vibe before it even starts. Being authentic means owning who you are, quirks and all. Introverted? Don't force yourself to be the life of the party. Passionate about a niche hobby? Embrace it. Don't hide it. Imagine you're on a date, putting on an act, exaggerating your accomplishments, pretending to like things you don't, and you might get some initial attention, but it won't last. The truth always comes out, so let your true self shine. Excited about your hobbies? Talk about them. More reserved? Let your thoughtfulness speak for itself. Women are drawn to honesty and authenticity. It shows confidence and self-assurance. When you're true to yourself, you attract someone who appreciates the real you. Being authentic means being comfortable in your own skin. Stop pretending and start connecting. It makes dating more enjoyable and sets the stage for a deeper, more fulfilling relationship. So there you have it, gentlemen. 12 powerful tips to help you connect with younger women on a deeper level. Remember, it's not about tricks or games, it's about being the best version of yourself. Which tip resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments. If you're ready to unleash your inner gentleman and rewrite your dating story, hit that like button and subscribe to Father and Son. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos packed with dating advice and life lessons. We've got a whole community here ready to support you on your journey. Now get out there and make it happen.
8 signs a woman likes you, but is trying not to show it. Are you missing out on love because you can't read the signs? A woman's secret language of attraction is subtle, but once you know the code, it's shockingly obvious. We're diving deep into the 8 hidden signs she's secretly into you, from lingering glances and accidental touches to mirroring your moves and seeking your approval. These aren't random acts, gentlemen. They're a roadmap to her heart. Don't be clueless. Unlock the secrets and change your love life today. Sign 1. A longing look. Let's talk about that first spark, that initial hint she's into you, the lingering look. Ever lock eyes with a woman across the room and it feels like more than just a glance? That, my friends, is a major tell. It's a window into her soul, broadcasting feelings she might not even be ready to say out loud. Picture this. You're at a party, and boom, you catch her eye. But instead of looking away, she holds that gaze. Just a little longer. That, fellas, isn't a coincidence. That's a signal, loud and clear, that she's intrigued. It's a silent conversation, a wordless exchange where emotions do the talking. See, eye contact is about more than just seeing. It's about feeling. When we lock eyes, our bodies release oxytocin, you know, the love hormone. This little chemical wonder is all about bonding and trust. So that extended gaze is building intimacy before you even say hello. It's nonverbal communication at its finest. When a woman holds your gaze, it's not just her eyes you're connecting with, it's potentially her heart. But here's the pro tip. It's not just about how long she looks. It's about the quality of that look. A warm, intense gaze is a surefire sign of genuine interest. This is the look that says, I see you, and I like what I see more effectively than any pickup line. Next time you catch her looking, check out the warmth, the intensity. Those subtle cues are a dead giveaway. As Marcus Aurelius said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Think of her eyes as reflecting the color of her thoughts about you. It's a powerful, unspoken dialogue. So, is there a spark in her eyes when they meet yours? Does her gaze draw you in? making you feel like the only guy in the room. Those are the silent signals that speak volumes. But hold tight, because we're just getting started. Next up, we'll dive into another subtle sign of attraction, the accidental touch. Until then, keep your eyes peeled, gentlemen. You never know what secrets those lingering looks might reveal. Sign 2, the subtle touch. Gentlemen, we talked about the power of the lingering gaze, that silent conversation between the eyes. But what happens when words just aren't enough? Enter the language of touch. A seemingly innocent touch can speak volumes. The younger crowd calls it skinship, that desire for close physical contact. Let's break down how these subtle touches reveal her hidden attraction. Imagine this. You're telling a joke, she laughs, and lightly touches your arm. Seems small, right? Wrong. That little touch is packed with meaning. Touch is a powerful form of non-verbal communication. It can express affection, comfort, and, you guessed it, interest. A brush of the arm, a playful tap on the shoulder, even a gentle lean. These are all signals she feels a connection, a way of breaking the touch barrier and creating closeness without saying a word. Sometimes, guys, words just don't cut it. She might be shy, hesitant to spill her feelings. That's when a light touch, a gentle lean speaks volumes. It's her way of saying, I'm comfortable with you. I want to be closer to you without uttering a syllable. Think back. Did her touch linger? That's a key difference between friendly and flirty. Touch also signals trust and comfort. When she initiates contact, it means she feels safe and relaxed around you. This is huge. It suggests she's open to letting things progress, inviting you into her personal space. These aren't accidents, gentlemen. These are deliberate actions reflecting her true feelings. We tend to overthink these small gestures, wondering if they really mean anything. But trust me, they do. These touches are genuine indicators of growing affection and trust. So next time you feel that light brush against your arm, or she leans in a little closer, pay attention. These aren't random, they're deliberate signals. Are the touches more frequent? Is she finding excuses to be near you, to make physical contact? That, my friend, indicates her attraction is more than just friendly, it's something special. Sign 3, echoing laughter. Gentlemen, laughter. It's the best medicine, right? But it's also a powerful love potion. Picture this. You crack a joke, not your best work, but she bursts out laughing. What gives? When a woman's secretly into you, she'll laugh at your jokes, even the corny ones. Call it echoing laughter. It's a major sign of attraction and connection. Understanding this can unlock some serious secrets in the dating game. So, why the giggles at your mediocre jokes? It's not about the punchline, fellas. It's about the connection. Her laughter is a non-verbal way of saying, I like you. I enjoy your company. I feel comfortable around you. Paying attention to how she reacts to your humor reveals a lot about her feelings. But laughter isn't the only tell. Does she smile when you tell stories? Seems simple, but that smile holds a wealth of meaning. A genuine smile equals happiness, and if it accompanies your stories, it means she's not just listening, she's engaged, emotionally invested in what you're saying. Smiling is universal for friendliness and warmth. It breaks down walls and builds bridges. Consistent smiles during your anecdotes. She's enjoying your company, plain and simple. Here's the science. A study in evolution and human behavior found women laugh and smile more around men they find attractive. So, next time you're chatting her up, pay attention. Are those laughs and smiles genuine amusement, or is there something more? Is it the joke, or is it the connection you share that transcends the humor? Mark Twain said, "Against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand." He knew the power of laughter and smiles to break down barriers and forge connections. In the world of attraction, these are the bridges that bring people closer. So, when you're sharing a story and she's smiling and laughing, take note. These reactions aren't random, guys. They're deliberate signals. Pay attention, be present, and you might be surprised what her smiles and laughter reveal. Before we move on, here's a crazy stat. 98% of you watching won't leave a comment or like. If you found this useful, let us know by commenting "useful" and smashing that like button. We appreciate you being here. Sign 4, showing interest in your hobbies. Gentlemen, let's talk about another undeniable sign of hidden attraction. Genuine interest in your hobbies. When a woman's into you, she'll be genuinely curious about the things that make you tick. This isn't about just hanging out. It's about understanding and appreciating what makes you happy. So picture this. You're talking about your favorite hobby guitar, hiking, even building model airplanes. How does she react? If she's into you, she'll be engaged. She'll ask questions, show genuine curiosity, maybe even suggest joining you. This isn't just politeness, it's her valuing your passions, wanting to be part of what makes you, you. It's about sharing your joy, not just your time. Let's get specific. You love basketball. Does she show up at your games, cheer you on, ask about the latest match? You're into cooking. Does she want to try your dishes, maybe even cook with you? These are clear signs she's trying to connect on a deeper level. This isn't casual interest. It's her actively immersing herself in your world, building a connection through shared experiences. Trust me, a woman who isn't interested won't care about your hobbies. She wants to know about your daily interests, even the little things, because she wants to be part of your world. Sharing hobbies strengthens your bond. When she actively engages in what you love, it creates camaraderie, partnership. This leads to more meaningful conversations, shared memories, building a connection where you're both invested in each other's happiness. Think about your recent interactions. Did she light up when you talked about your weekend hike? Did she ask about your latest art project? Or show interest in your book recommendations? Does she ask questions that go beyond small talk? These are subtle but powerful signs she's interested in you, the real you. Her interest in your hobbies is her way of saying, I want to be part of your world. But let me flip the script. Do you like it when a woman changes herself to fit your preferences? What if she's altering who she is just to attract you? Many men appreciate a woman's authentic self, her unique and individual charms, not a chameleon trying to fit a mold. If you're that kind of guy, comment with a 0 below. Thanks, everyone. Sign 5, enhancing communication. Guys, let's talk about communication. One of the clearest signs a woman's into you, she'll find reasons to talk. A lot. Texts, calls, face-to-face. She'll ramp up the communication. You wake up to a good morning text, then random messages throughout the day. A funny meme, asking about your day, sharing something interesting she saw. This isn't just random chatter, it's her staying connected, letting you know she's thinking about you. She's making an effort to be part of your daily life. When she goes out of her way to keep the conversation flowing, that's a strong signal she's interested. She's investing in getting to know you. Notice how much she initiates conversations or responds quickly to your messages. These are intentional interactions, reflecting her desire to be a significant part of your life. Another tell, the depth of your conversations. When she shares personal stories, asks deeper questions, she's building a stronger bond. This is beyond small talk, guys. It's exploring thoughts, feelings, experiences. These meaningful exchanges are where true connections are forged, showing she wants a deeper, more intimate relationship. Pay attention to how she listens. Does she remember details you've shared and bring them up later? That's her showing genuine interest and investment. Active listening means she values your words and cares about your experiences. You mention a big meeting, she asks how it went later. She's paying attention, and that's a huge sign she's not just hearing you, but truly listening and caring. Communication is more than words. Check her body language. Does she hold eye contact, lean in when you're talking, subtly mirror your movements? These nonverbal cues scream attraction and comfort. She leans in closer, she's engaged. She mirrors your gestures. That's a subconscious attraction, gentlemen. Does she initiate contact often? Texting first, suggesting plans, calling just to chat? That initiative shows eagerness to connect, to spend time with you. Women can be nervous about making the first move, so if she's doing it, it's a big deal. She values your presence and wants to keep that connection alive. Remember, women don't always take the lead. So, when she reaches out, sends those signals, it means she's genuinely interested. Appreciate it, gentlemen, because dismissing her efforts could hurt her feelings. Sign 6, compliments. Fellas, let's talk compliments. Ever notice how she compliments you in a way that feels different? It's not just a casual nice shirt, it's something more. When a woman's into you, her compliments are thoughtful, genuine, showing she's paying attention. She might say, I love your sense of humor, or you handled that situation so well. These aren't empty words. They're specific and heartfelt, showing she sees and appreciates qualities others might miss. These compliments might catch you off guard, but they're her way of saying, I see the real you, and I like it. Think about it. How often do you get a compliment that truly resonates? When she highlights something unique about your personality or skills, it's because she's paying close attention. This isn't politeness, it's genuine admiration for the things that make you stand out. These thoughtful compliments are a way to connect on a deeper level, showing she values and respects you. Here's the key: specificity. She notices the little things, how you make people laugh, your calm demeanor under pressure. These observations show she's tuned in, noticing the traits that make you unique. It's her way of saying, "I see you." And that's powerful validation. These compliments boost your confidence, reinforcing that she values you. It's not just about making you feel good. It's about building mutual respect and admiration. Her words are meant to lift you up, to show genuine interest in who you are. It's easy to dismiss compliments as politeness, but when they're frequent and thoughtful, they're strong indicators of attraction. She's not just being nice, she's expressing admiration in a meaningful, personal way. Remember, women can be reserved with their words. So if she's noticing your actions, offering sincere advice, it's a sign you're special to her. By recognizing and valuing these compliments, you not only appreciate her effort, but also strengthen the bond between you. It's a two-way street, fostering deeper connection and mutual respect. So next time she praises your unique qualities, remember, it's not just a compliment, it's a glimpse into her feelings. Sign 7. Mirroring. Guys, ever notice how she sometimes mirrors your actions? This isn't coincidence. It's mirroring, subconsciously imitating gestures, actions, or speech patterns. And it's a huge sign of attraction. When a woman's into you, she might unconsciously mirror your body language, crossing her legs when you do, sipping her drink when you sip yours, even matching your tone and pace of speech. It's a subconscious desire to be in sync with you, a silent dance where her movements align with yours, creating an unspoken bond. Mirroring isn't just physical, it's emotional. When she mirrors your body language, she's saying, "I'm with you. I understand you." It's rooted in the psychology of attraction. We mirror those we feel connected to because it creates closeness and mutual understanding. It's her subtle way of creating a shared space where you both feel comfortable and connected. This often happens unconsciously. She feels a connection, and her body naturally follows. You lean forward to emphasize a point, and she does the same. That's not random. Her subconscious is aligning her actions with yours to create unity and connection. This mirroring of gestures and postures is a powerful indicator of interest and attraction. Psychologically, mirroring builds trust and rapport. Seeing someone mirror your actions signals to your brain that this person is like you, fostering trust and empathy. That's why it's such a strong attraction indicator. When she mirrors you, she's building a bridge, showing she's on the same wavelength. It's a silent but profound connection. Understanding mirroring helps you gauge her feelings accurately. It's not just about noticing she's copying your movements, it's about recognizing her desire to connect. It's a subtle but potent way of showing attraction. Pay attention to these cues to better understand her feelings and respond in a way that deepens the connection. So next time you're together, be observant. Is she subconsciously mirroring your gestures, matching your pace and tone? Be subtle and perceptive. You might be surprised what you discover. Sign 8. Seeking your approval. Gentlemen, let's talk about validation. Notice how she lights up when you acknowledge her, or how she compliments you, seemingly seeking your approval. This is more than just politeness. It's a clear sign of attraction. Compliments and affirmation are powerful tools she uses to seek your validation, revealing her desire for your approval and recognition. When a woman's attracted to you, she'll often praise you, highlighting your strengths. She might say, "You're really good at this," or "I love how you handled that." These compliments aren't just about making you feel good. They're about gauging your reaction, seeing if you value her opinion. It's a subtle but potent way to connect on a deeper level. She wants to know you appreciate her recognition, that her validation matters to you. This becomes even more obvious when she adapts her style or interest to align with yours. She might start dressing in a way she thinks you'll like, or engage in activities you're passionate about. This is a clear sign she's seeking your approval, aligning herself more closely with you, hoping to strengthen the connection. It shows she values your preferences and is willing to adapt to better fit into your world. The need for approval and validation is fundamental to human psychology. When we're attracted to someone, their approval boosts our self-esteem and strengthens our connection. That's why she seeks your validation through compliments and behavioral adjustments. Understanding this behavior gives you valuable insight. When she compliments you, acknowledge it. Maybe return the compliment. Show her you value her opinion and appreciate her attention. These small acts of acknowledgement can significantly deepen your connection and reinforce mutual attraction. It's about building a stronger, more intimate bond. Recognizing and appreciating her efforts helps you respond in a way that strengthens the connection. As we wrap up, Remember, these signs aren't random. They're deliberate expressions of her feelings and her desire to connect. By recognizing these signals and responding thoughtfully, you can build a relationship based on mutual respect and genuine attraction. So, there you have it. 8 secret signs she's into you. Remember, attraction is a complex dance, a mix of subtle cues and unspoken communication. Pay attention to these signs, but trust your gut too. Not every laugh means she's head over heels, and not every touch is a romantic overture. Context matters. But knowing these signs gives you a serious edge. Now let's get interactive. Did any of these signs resonate with you? Share your experiences in the comments below. Ever noticed a woman mirroring your actions? Let us know. If you're ready to master the art of attraction, drop a yes in the comments. And speaking of mastering, how many of you want a deeper dive into body language? Comment with a body language if you're in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Stoic Insights for more game-changing dating advice. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. We're dropping new content all the time to help you level up your dating game. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Nice guys never have these 5 traits women crave. Are you tired of being the nice guy who never gets the girl? Do you ever feel like you're doing everything right but still end up alone? Well, I'm about to reveal 5 brutal truths about what women really find attractive. And it might shock you. Get ready to level up your dating game. Number 1. Self-respect. Having self-respect is a key difference between men who are genuinely attractive and those considered nice guys who often come across as needy and desperate. These behaviors can indicate low self-esteem, which is unattractive to many women. Conversely, a man who values himself radiates confidence, making him universally appealing. This confidence comes from recognizing one's worth and the ability to set healthy relationship boundaries. Establishing and upholding personal boundaries is a cornerstone of self-respect. When a man understands his limits and communicates them effectively, it demonstrates that he values his needs and feelings. Women are drawn to partners who assert their boundaries because it signifies maturity and emotional stability. Research published by the American Psychological Association shows that both men and women consistently rank confidence as a desirable trait, emphasizing its significance in romantic relationships. Furthermore, self-respect empowers a man to engage in healthy relationships without sacrificing his own values or needs. This balance promotes mutual respect, leading to stronger connections. As Brené Brown, a well-known researcher on vulnerability and courage, states, "You cannot get to courage without walking through vulnerability." This means that self-respect involves acknowledging one's weaknesses while maintaining a strong sense of self-worth. Self-respect also influences how men approach romantic interests. Men with healthy self-esteem are more likely to interact positively with potential partners, creating an atmosphere of mutual respect and value. Studies show that individuals with high self-esteem are often more popular and experience higher levels of satisfaction in their relationships. In essence, self-respect goes beyond simply valuing oneself. It's about embodying that value in all interactions. Men who demonstrate self-respect attract women not only through their confidence, but also through the healthy dynamics they foster in relationships. Yet, even emotional stability isn't enough if you're missing the next trait, a trait so critical that its absence can turn attraction into frustration almost overnight. But lacking self-respect is just the beginning. There's a deeper, more unexpected trait that nice guys often miss, one that can make or break a relationship in ways you might not imagine. Number 2. Emotional stability. Emotional stability is a highly desirable trait in a partner, often sought out by women. It demonstrates an individual's capacity to handle life's difficulties with composure and resilience. This stability creates a feeling of safety and security in a relationship, allowing women to feel valued and secure. When men exhibit emotional stability, they manage stress and emotional turmoil without overreacting, fostering a nurturing environment for both partners. Conversely, many nice guys struggle with emotional instability. They often prioritize pleasing others, leading to excessive self-sacrifice and conflict avoidance. This behavior is rooted in a fear of rejection and a need for validation, resulting in emotional reactivity that can harm relationships. For instance, disagreements may cause them to become overly defensive or accommodating, leading to increased tension rather than resolution. Emotional stability not only benefits personal well-being but also strengthens communication in relationships. Emotionally stable individuals can articulate their thoughts and feelings openly, fostering honest dialogue and mutual understanding. This quality is particularly important to women who appreciate partners who can express themselves without fearing judgment. According to the American Psychological Association, emotional stability is marked by predictability and consistency in emotional reactions, which is vital for healthy relationship dynamics. Research suggests that women place high importance on emotional stability in partners. A survey conducted by the Pew Research Center found that 74% of women view emotional maturity as essential for a lasting partnership. This emphasizes emotional stability as a fundamental element of fulfilling relationships. As Bob Hoskins famously said, emotional stability and expression comes from women, highlighting the critical role emotional balance plays in fostering strong partnerships. Yet even emotional stability isn't enough if you're missing the next trait, a trait so critical that its absence can turn attraction into frustration almost overnight. Before we dive in, I want to thank you all for your support. Every comment, like, and share fuels my passion to continue spreading the Stoic philosophy that transformed my life. Your engagement strengthens this community, and I'm grateful for each of you. Now let's move forward. Number 3. Decisiveness. Decisiveness is a key trait that separates confident men from those deemed nice guys, who frequently struggle with decision-making due to a fear of upsetting others and a lack of self-assurance. This indecision often stems from a deep-seated belief that placing others' needs above their own is a virtue. Consequently, nice guys might hesitate to make choices, fearing any decision could displease their partner or provoke conflict. This tendency not only harms their self-esteem but also injects uncertainty into their relationships. On the other hand, a decisive man projects confidence in his judgment and readily takes initiative, qualities that women find very attractive. Decisiveness signals self-assurance and comfort with one's choices, which fosters a feeling of security in a partner. Women are often drawn to men who make decisions swiftly and effectively, seeing it as a sign of strength and dependability. This trait becomes especially valuable in romantic relationships where clear direction is crucial for stability. A decisive partner brings clarity and direction, bolstering the overall stability of a relationship. When a man confidently navigates decisions, be it selecting a restaurant or discussing future plans, it instills a sense of security in his partner. This reassurance allows both individuals to feel more grounded, reducing anxiety and deepening the emotional connection. Furthermore, decisive men tend to be better equipped to handle conflicts constructively, as they address issues head-on rather than avoiding them through indecisiveness. In essence, embracing decisiveness not only benefits personal growth, but also enriches romantic partnerships. By cultivating this trait, men can transform hesitant interactions into confident exchanges, creating more fulfilling relationships where both partners feel valued and understood. But brace yourself. The lack of decisiveness isn't the most surprising trait nice guys are missing. There's another often overlooked quality that can utterly transform how women perceive you. Let's get to the final bombshell, a secret weapon that can skyrocket your appeal to women, but nice guys almost never have. Number 4. Independence and passion. Independence and passion are vital qualities that distinguish self-assured men from nice guys, who often grapple with dependency and a lack of direction in life. Many nice guys tend to depend heavily on their partners for validation and happiness, leading to codependent relationships. This dependency can create an imbalance where one person feels burdened by the other's emotional needs, ultimately stifling intimacy and personal growth. In contrast, a man who embodies independence demonstrates his ability to manage his life and find happiness within himself. This self-reliance is not only appealing but also reassuring to women, signaling that he is secure in himself and doesn't rely on the relationship to define him. An independent man has his own interests, hobbies, and social circles, adding depth to his personality and making him a more well-rounded partner. This independence cultivates a healthier relationship dynamic, allowing both individuals to flourish as individuals while sharing a strong connection. Passion is another crucial element that enhances a man's attractiveness. A passionate man possesses a clear sense of purpose and identity, whether it's through his career ambitions, creative pursuits, or personal interests. This enthusiasm for life makes him more captivating and interesting to women. When a man is passionate about something, it reflects commitment and drive, inherently attractive qualities. Moreover, passion can ignite deeper conversations and shared experiences within a relationship, fostering opportunities for growth and exploration as a couple. Women are often drawn to men who exude passion because it signals ambition and a zest for life, traits that promise excitement and adventure. In conclusion, cultivating independence and passion not only enriches a man's life, but also increases his desirability in the eyes of women. By embracing these qualities, men can foster healthier relationships built on mutual respect, shared passions, and emotional fulfillment. Number 5. Being a good listener. Women truly value partners who are attentive listeners. Many men who are considered nice often prioritize superficial gestures of kindness, neglecting the genuine needs and emotions of their partners. This can create a communication barrier and a feeling of emotional distance, ultimately weakening the relationship. Men who listen attentively convey empathy and genuine care, establishing a space where their partners feel respected and understood. This active participation demonstrates a concern for their thoughts and feelings, cultivating a deeper emotional bond. Research by the American Psychological Association indicates that open communication, particularly active listening, is crucial for developing trust and closeness in relationships. When individuals feel heard, it strengthens their emotional connection and increases overall relationship happiness. Attentive listening goes beyond simply hearing words. It requires understanding the underlying emotions and intentions. This level of connection allows for more meaningful dialogues and helps address conflicts more efficiently. When a partner feels validated and understood, it substantially decreases misunderstandings that could lead to disagreements. Moreover, being a good listener improves the relationship by nurturing emotional connection and trust. As Stephen Covey famously said, "Seek first to understand, then to be understood." This emphasizes prioritizing your partner's point of view before sharing your own, a practice that can significantly improve communication dynamics. To summarize, being a good listener goes beyond hearing your partner. It involves engaging with her deeply. This skill is incredibly valuable for nurturing a loving and supportive relationship cherished by both partners. Being a good listener is a game changer. While nice guys think they're attentive, they often miss the mark by focusing on superficial gestures rather than truly connecting. Women long for partners who listen deeply, understand their emotions, and engage on a meaningful level. This genuine connection fosters trust and intimacy, setting the stage for a fulfilling relationship. So there you have it, 5 powerful traits that can make all the difference in how women perceive you. It's not about being nice, it's about being genuine, confident, and self-assured. What do you think is the most attractive quality in a partner? Drop the number in the comments below. And hey, if you're ready to dive deeper into building healthy relationships, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss a single video from father and son. Let's learn and grow together. Become undefeatable. How do you face problems in life? Have you ever experienced all the emotions when encountering a problem? Sadness, disappointment, confusion, and wanting to give up? Most people probably experience these when encountering some problem in life. But have you ever wondered if it's really considered a problem, or is it mostly just caused by your anxiety? Captain Jack Sparrow once had a saying like this: "The problem is not the problem is your attitude about the problem." In other words, our attitude toward problems is the decisive point between our failure or success in overcoming adversity. This is an important lesson in mind and spirit management, showing the power of a positive outlook and flexibility in facing the challenges that life presents. The above view also deeply reflects the philosophy of Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Today, with Stoicism leading the way, we will learn about how to face life's adversities to become invincible in every situation. Starting with the story in the city of Cyprus in 300 BC, there was a very rich merchant named Zeno. While on a voyage from Phoenicia to Piraeus, his ship sank with all his cargo. This was an unwanted event beyond Zeno's control, turning him from a rich man to a poor man in a matter of moments. Imagine you are Zeno. How will you react when your life's work is wiped out by the sheer force of nature? Are you angry? You would be upset. Do you feel like life is turning its back on you? These are natural reactions that most of us will experience. However, for Zeno, the father of Stoicism, these emotions may not have been a choice. Zeno may have made a different response. Instead of blaming fate or feeling disappointed, Zeno could have seen the incident as an opportunity to learn and grow. He may have realized that while he cannot control external events, he always has a choice in how he reacts to them. Zeno's appropriate response would have been acceptance and patience. Instead of blaming fate, he could have focused on rebuilding from the ground up, using this unfortunate event as an opportunity to develop himself and become mentally stronger. A small change can be permanent, and a small change in your thinking can create larger and more powerful transformations in the future. At the core of Stoicism lies the concept of acceptance and indifference. After reading the works of Socrates and other great philosophers, Zeno created and taught Stoicism. According to Zeno, although we cannot control many things that happen around us, we can control how they affect us, and must use this ability most effectively. Instead of crying over spilled milk, or in this case, sunken cargo, Zeno emphasized remaining calm and neutral in the face of his difficult situation. Today, many people unwittingly consider Stoics to be unmoved, rarely experiencing intense emotions such as anger or anxiety. But the original meaning of Stoicism goes deeper than that. Rather than just being a way of describing emotionless people, Stoicism is a way of seeing, describing, and understanding the world. It is a lifestyle that has existed for centuries. Lesson 1. Control what you can. To become invincible, we need to learn to control what can be controlled, one of the core tenets of Stoicism. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches that we should focus on the things within our control and let go of the things we cannot control. When we realize that many things happen outside of our control, we will no longer waste time and energy worrying about them. Instead, we will focus on how we react and adjust our attitudes to situations. This not only helps reduce stress, but also helps us maintain calm and clarity in all situations. Epictetus once said, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." This principle lies at the heart of Stoicism, teaching us to focus on what we can control and release what we cannot. For example, when faced with failure at work, instead of complaining and blaming ourselves, we can choose to view this failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. By changing our perspective, we not only overcome difficulties but also become stronger. It's important that we focus on specific actions we can take to improve the situation, rather than obsessing over factors we cannot change. Besides, we should live with less. Living with less means freeing yourself from the pressures and expectations that society places on you, or the pressures that you put on yourself. Imagine someone who has worked hard for the past 6 months. He felt he deserved a promotion, so he went to his boss to present a performance report. The boss thanked him but did not promote him. Can you guess how this guy would feel in this case? Try to predict in the comments below. He went home thinking he had done a terrible job. He doesn't consider the possibility that the boss might be angry, someone else might be better qualified, or that the company is in financial trouble and can't promote anyone. He didn't know the reason, but still felt uncomfortable. If he simply placed his value on the quality of the work he completed and continued to work hard and persistently to achieve the promotion he wanted, he would be much happier. With the right perspective, his goals will not be diminished, just delayed. It's important to reframe your thinking. A true Stoic does not judge success based on the financial gain from their work, but finds solace in the ability to live a comfortable life without having to buy everything that money can purchase. By focusing on our intrinsic values and the things we can control, we can reduce pressure and feel happier in our daily lives. This mindset adjustment helps us find joy and satisfaction from small achievements and from our own relentless efforts. Additionally, controlling your emotions and attitude is also an important part of becoming invincible. When faced with difficult situations, remaining calm and optimistic will help us make more informed and reasonable decisions. This also helps us avoid negative and unnecessary reactions, contributing to maintaining a stable and strong mental state. Ultimately, learning to control what we can control helps us build a solid foundation for resilience and persistence in life. When we know our limits and focus on what we can do, we feel more confident and less swayed by external events. This is the secret to becoming invincible, according to the teachings of the Stoic philosophers. Lesson 2. Accept voluntary discomfort. The Stoics advocated accepting discomfort and difficulty as a means of building strength and resilience. Seneca, an influential Stoic philosopher, believed that practicing voluntary discomfort, such as fasting or physical exertion, prepares us to face inevitable difficulties. Small actions like sleeping on the floor instead of a bed, taking cold showers instead of hot ones, or eating a simple diet like just eating potatoes for a few days, are all helpful exercises. These exercises help us realize that no matter how difficult it is, we can still survive and thrive if we have the right mindset. Accepting discomfort voluntarily is not only a physical exercise, but also a mental one. When we voluntarily put ourselves in difficult situations, we learn to control our reactions and develop patience and tolerance. This helps us mentally prepare for future misfortunes. This practice, called premeditatio malorum, helps us develop mental toughness, making us less vulnerable to unexpected challenges. When practicing premeditatio malorum, we imagine the worst possible scenarios in life. This is not intended to make us more anxious, but on the contrary, to help us reduce our fears and worries about the future. By imagining and preparing for the worst, we become stronger and less susceptible to unwanted events. This helps us maintain calm and control in all situations. For example, if we regularly practice fasting, when we encounter food scarcity situations, we will not panic, but instead use the skills and experience we have accumulated to overcome difficulties. Or if we are used to taking cold showers when the hot water system has a problem, we will not feel inconvenienced and still continue life normally. However, it is necessary to clearly distinguish between predicting bad things that may happen and overthinking. Forecasting is the act of mentally preparing and planning for the worst situations, helping us be ready to face difficulties. Overthinking, on the other hand, is thinking too much about problems, leading to unnecessary anxiety and stress. The goal of predicting is to create calm and control, while overthinking only adds to the pressure and reduces our effectiveness in dealing with reality. You need to clearly separate this to avoid causing unnecessary worries that affect your spirit. Wondering why we don't start crying when it starts to rain? That's because even though the situation is bad, we have learned to wait for the rain. It is inevitable, we cannot control the weather. Even if it rains, the rain passes and the light returns. Stoicism teaches us that in the same way, we should expect that every bad thing that can happen will happen. Imagine the worst outcome and have the satisfaction of knowing it could happen. Practicing voluntary discomfort also helps us develop gratitude and appreciation for the good things in life. When we voluntarily give up everyday comforts, we realize their value and become more appreciative. This not only increases satisfaction and happiness, but also helps us face losses more gently. By being able to endure these unpleasant situations, we indirectly prepare ourselves for future misfortunes. We learn not to get carried away by negative emotions and maintain mental stability. This is one of the ways that Stoicism makes us invincible. We cannot control everything that happens in life, but we can control our reactions and turn difficulties into opportunities to grow and develop. Test your understanding. Which of the following do you think you are practicing voluntary discomfort? A. Do things you don't like. B. Do things you think you can't do. C. Do what others require. Please choose and explain in the comments below. Thanks for your interaction. Lesson 3. Practice negative visualization. Negative visualization is a Stoic exercise that involves imagining worst-case scenarios. This practice helps us prepare for potential challenges and appreciate what we have. By reflecting on the loss of things we value, we can cultivate gratitude and reduce fear of the unknown. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively about the impermanence of life and the importance of accepting it. By regularly practicing negative visualization, we become less attached to external outcomes and more focused on our inner strength. However, it is important that we do not turn negative visualizations into pessimism. The goal of negative visualization is not to live in fear and gloom, but to prepare psychologically and spiritually for possible difficulties. By imagining worst-case scenarios, we not only minimize fear, but also develop resilience. This helps us face challenges calmly and clearly. For example, if you're worried about losing your job, take time to imagine that scenario, how you would cope, what steps you would take to find a new job, and how you would adjust your daily life. Once you think carefully, you will realize that losing your job is not an insurmountable disaster. but a challenge that you can prepare for and meet. This helps reduce anxiety and boost confidence. In addition, negative visualization also helps us better appreciate what we have. When we imagine losing important things like family, health, or career, we will appreciate those things in our current lives more. This awareness encourages gratitude and makes us live more meaningfully, appreciating moments and their true value. It is important to maintain balance. Negative visualization is not for us to wallow in worry, but for us to become stronger and ready to face whatever comes our way. By practicing negative visualization properly and rationally, we not only prepare for the worst situations, but also develop a strong mentality, making us invincible in life. Lesson 4. Focus on virtue. To become invincible in all situations, practicing Stoic virtue is essential. The Stoics believed that virtue was the highest good and the key to true happiness. By prioritizing virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we align our actions with our values, leading to a more fulfilling and resilient life. When faced with adversity, focusing on ethical behavior helps us maintain our integrity and composure. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not events that make us miserable, it's how we perceive them." This emphasizes the importance of controlling our reactions to external events through the practice of virtue. When we focus on our wisdom, we learn to see things more objectively and clearly. For example, in a stressful situation at work, instead of getting angry or frustrated, a Stoic will stop to think rationally, find effective solutions, and maintain a positive attitude. Courage, one of the key virtues, helps us face fear and challenges with resilience. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "Courage is not the absence of fear, but acting in spite of fear." When we practice courage, we do not avoid difficulties, but instead confront them with a strong and determined spirit. For example, when faced with illness or loss, the Stoic will not let fear take over, but will find ways to overcome and adapt to the new situation. Fairness, a virtue that demonstrates proper treatment and respect for each other, helps us build lasting and harmonious relationships. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, asserted that justice is the foundation of all virtues. In everyday life, when we encounter conflict or injustice, acting fairly not only helps solve the problem, but also creates a positive and supportive environment. For example, in a family dispute, instead of trying to impose their opinions, the Stoic will listen and find a solution that is fair to all parties. Temperance, the final virtue, helps us control ourselves and maintain balance in our lives. Epictetus said, "He who controls his desires is free." Practicing temperance not only helps us avoid temptations and negative behaviors, but also helps us live in a more organized and productive manner. For example, in managing personal finances, Stoics will spend responsibly and frugally, thereby avoiding future financial difficulties. By displaying good qualities, we strengthen our character and become less influenced by external circumstances. Practicing virtue not only helps us respond positively and effectively to challenges, but also helps us build a fulfilling and happy life. It is through focusing on virtue that we can become invincible no matter how difficult life gets. Of the 4 Stoic pillars, which virtue do you think is the most important? A. Courage, B. Fairness, C. Wisdom, or D. Moderation? Please share your views below. Thank you for your interaction. Lesson 5. Accept fate calmly. Life is impermanent and full of fluctuations. To live peacefully and without regrets about the past or worry about the future, we need to learn to accept life as it is. The Stoics' concept of amor fati, or fated love, encourages us to embrace whatever happens in our lives. Instead of resisting or lamenting our circumstances, we should accept them as a necessary part of our journey. This acceptance does not mean passivity, but active engagement with life's challenges, seeing them as opportunities for growth. A good example of practicing amor fati is when faced with loss. Instead of wallowing in sadness and regret, we can choose to see loss as a part of life. As in the above case of Zeno, instead of crying in frustration in the pain of losing his fortune, he accepted it as something that had to happen in his life. He still survived the shipwreck. Isn't that what you should be most grateful for? Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "Love everything that happens to you because it's part of your journey. When we accept this, we can move forward, finding meaning and value in every experience, whether positive or negative." Nelson Mandela is one of the world's most famous African leaders. While fighting against apartheid, he was sentenced to life in prison and spent 27 years there before being released. When he got out of prison, he was elected president of South Africa, and so many people thought that he would brutally punish everyone involved in apartheid or his imprisonment, but of course, he didn't. During his time in prison, Mandela read the works of Marcus Aurelius and learned many of the core values of Stoicism, all of which he practiced throughout his life. Instead of calling for the execution of wrongdoers, Nelson Mandela called on his people to seek the opposite, to relax and rebuild. He emphasized that the past was now beyond their control and the only thing they could do was find a way to move forward and build a better nation. This is the path of the Stoic. Acceptance and adaptation also help us not think too much about the future. Worrying about things that haven't happened yet only adds to the pressure and stress. Instead, we should focus on the present, doing what we can do best under the current circumstances. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, said, "It is madness to live in the past or the future while ignoring the present. When we focus on the present, we can enjoy life more and make better decisions." The lesson from Stoic philosophy is to accept life with all its impermanence. Instead of resisting or fearing changes and challenges, we should accept them with a calm mind and patience. Acceptance does not mean passive acceptance, but rather taking advantage of every opportunity to learn and grow. Advice from Stoic philosophy is to live each day with mindfulness and gratitude. Appreciate the present moments, and don't let the past or future dominate your mind. When we accept life calmly and without regrets, we will find true peace and happiness. In conclusion, Amor Fati is not only a philosophy, but also a way of life that helps us face all challenges and events in life resiliently and positively. Accept and love everything that happens to you, because that is the path to maturity and happiness. As Viktor Frankl said, when we are no longer able to change the situation, we are forced to change ourselves. This is our Stoic lesson today. Integrating Stoic principles into our lives allows us to develop a strong character that can endure the inevitable ups and downs. By adopting this mindset, we empower ourselves to take control of our lives starting today. Every new day becomes an opportunity for us to gradually build an invincible character that can overcome all storms. If you find this video useful, please like and subscribe so you don't miss the next Stoic lessons. Thank you for watching.